All right, here we go. First YouTube video. If you're following along from one of my other socials, Instagram or TikTok, thank you for being a fan and for being here. If not, my name is Evan. I work full-time as an actuary, 9 to 5, right over there in New York City, but I still make time for all my fitness goals and aspirations, and I'm here to prove that you don't have to choose between the two. You can be an excellent professional in your career, and you can excel at the gym. It doesn't have to be a choice. You see, after I graduated, I spent a lot of years trying to figure out that balance between work and fitness, and I neglected the fitness aspect for way too long. I felt stuck in the gym. I was in that skinny fat phase that so many people talk about where, yeah, I was getting stronger in the gym, but I wasn't seeing it in the physique. I wasn't hitting the goals or the aspirations that I wanted to be hitting, and I was blaming my work for that, when really what I needed was routine and discipline. You can still achieve those goals even though you're working a full-time job. You can absolutely do both of those things. So for today, we're gonna do a back and tricep routine. This is what I would usually do before work in the morning. It's gonna take about 60 to 70 minutes, and you can get a full back workout, a full tricep workout, and it doesn't have to take a ton of time. Let's hit the gym. All right, we've made it. We're at the gym. So this back workout, I actually took inspiration from Chris Bumstead's back workout that he has on the Gymshark website. We're gonna start with lat pull downs here. Then we're gonna go ahead and do barbell rows. Then for our third set, gonna do a T-bar row, and then a fourth set, single arm cable row. So 4 back exercises in total. You could do that in about 45 to 50 minutes, and then we're gonna throw 2 triceps in as well, and then you're done. That's really all you need. If you could just take 1 hour to an hour, 10 minutes out of your day, you get a full workout in. All right, let's jump into it. We're gonna start here on the lat pull down. I typically like to use a medium to wide grip. I think that activates the lats just a little bit more. First set, a little bit lighter, warm up the back, and then 3 working sets, usually 6 to 8 reps each. Let's see. All right, the warm-up felt good. Let's see how far we can push this weight. And I forgot to show, we've got a timer going. Let's see. Just started the workout, 15 seconds in. Let's see how long it actually takes to do this workout. Maybe a little overzealous on the weight there. Let's move it down 10 pounds. You know, sometimes the warm-up moves really well, and then the weight doesn't move as well. You just gotta adapt. Body's gonna be different every day, your rest is gonna be different every day. Just push it as hard as you can. All right, lat pull downs are done. Let's go find a barbell, jump to the second exercise. All right, second back exercise, barbell row. Same as the first. I just did a warm-up set. Now we're gonna do 3 working sets. Gonna try to do 8 to 10 reps on this one. Sheesh. It's funny, I used to absolutely hate back day. It was my least favorite day. I think that's largely because it's not something that you visually get to see the progress. It's literally like there's no way unless you're looking in a double mirror or you record yourself. I think it also takes a little while to be able to see some muscle development, but it's slowly turned into one of my favorite days. I feel like I get the best pumps and I get the most enjoyment out of it. Plus it helps when you actually see the fruits of the labor that you put in. And it's funny how the gym will do that too. You'll start off with a muscle group that you really like hitting and one that you hate. And I feel like it's very cyclical. You'll have phases where you love each individual workout and phases where you hate all of them. It's about just pushing through and training everything equally, because eventually everything comes together. Enough yapping, let's do another set. Now there's different ways that you could approach this. Some people like to do all of their back stuff and then transition into whatever arms they're gonna do that day. Personally, I'm doing 4 back exercises. I like to do the first 2 as hard and heavy as I possibly can, and then go ahead and do a tricep exercise to give my back a little bit of a break, then finish with the last 2 back exercises. Again, hard and heavy. It allows me to lift a little bit heavier, get a little bit of extra rest in between. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do a cable tricep push down. Some people use a rope. You could do single arm and just use the cable. I've got this angled bar here. truthfully, whatever you choose to use will be fine. Just make sure the weight is heavy, make sure you're working hard, and make sure your shoulders are kind of a little bit back. You're not like engaging your shoulders into it. Your arm is pretty much straight and you're just utilizing your tricep. That was lighter than I expected, which is good because my triceps are usually my least favorite and most finicky muscle. All right, one tricep down, one set of triceps down. Let's go back to back. All right, we're switching up the order a little bit. Couldn't get on the T-bar just yet, so we're gonna go ahead and do single arm cable rows. I really like this movement. It's unique. You isolate one arm at a time. Any way that you can add a little variety into your workout, I personally think makes your workouts more enjoyable. Sometimes when you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's great for development. You're gonna grow that way. But it can also get stale, it can get a little boring, and that's when people lose their consistency, when they don't feel like it's exciting and they want to go anymore. So switch things up every now and then. Now the way that you want to set up this exercise is you're not actually going to sit on the bench. You're going to grab the cable with whatever arm that you're doing first and or second, and you're going to position the top of your hip right here at the back of the bench. So with the cable in your hand, pull back, other leg forward like this, and now you could do a cable row with just one arm. Your body is stabilized. Just like this. Now we're about halfway through the workout. You're good, you're good. Thank you though, I appreciate you. Drop a comment and let me know which exercise or which muscle group is your least favorite, and let's figure out how we could turn it into the one that you most look forward to each week. All right, so the T-bar finally freed up. This is the final back exercise for the workout, and I typically usually do this first, so I'm curious to see how the weight feels doing it at the end of the workout, but oh. So the first two sets were pretty heavy and I felt like the form suffered. So take this as your sign. Get the form right. If you need to lower the weight, there's nothing wrong with that. We're gonna drop it 15 pounds for this last set and really make sure the form is correct. That way we build muscle correctly. We're not wasting our time. Also, unrack machines when you're done, guys. Don't be that guy. All right, our 4 back exercises are done. We have one more tricep. We're gonna do throat crushers here. Got the bench, ever so slight incline. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the bar, lay back, and let the bend in your elbow bring the bar down to your throat or your forehead and push right back up. We'll get 3 sets of those, and that's a workout. So there you go. Just stop the watch, an hour 6. So if you have an hour in your day, whether you can make time before work, which is what I typically do, or if you could set aside an hour after work, then you can get a sufficient workout in and you can start chasing and achieving those fitness goals. Workout's done. Let's go get a quick physique check. I'm still figuring out posing. Now, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not doing any sort of competition, so it's not like it's the most crucial thing that I need to figure out, but I'd like to be able to see my progress a little better. Tricep, not bad. I'll take that for a tricep pump. You could see the muscle definition right in there, which is nice. Tricep is the muscle I was saying earlier that I dislike the most right now, just because I feel like I can't always see the progress and I wish it was bigger. But that'll make a nice goal when I go on the bulk this fall. Stay tuned if you want to see that series. I'm going to do a probably multi-month lean bulk. I've never done an official bulk before, so that's coming this fall. But I'll take that for tricep. Let's check the back real quick. Now this is tough because I can't really see anything. But I'll be able to check it out afterwards. It's got a quick view like this. Let's see. Yeah, pretty pleased with my back. Ab check. Didn't do abs, but quick ego check, why not? And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Again, the goal of this channel and my socials is to show you and prove to you that if you're working full-time, whether that be a 9 to 5, a night shift, morning shift, whatever you work, everyone has to make a living, but it doesn't mean you have to fully sacrifice your fitness or athletic goals. So if you learn something, if you want to learn how to integrate fitness into your life, like, comment, subscribe, check me out on my other social platforms, and I'll see you again soon.